OFF, the coast of Brazil. Almost 93 miles away from downtown São Paulo is Ilha da Queimada Grande, also known as Snake Island. The island is untouched by human developers for a very good reason. Researchers estimate that 2,000 to 4,000 golden lanceheads live on the island. That's between 1 and 5 snakes per square meter. The number of snakes might not be so terrible if they were, say, 2 inches long and non-venomous. But the snakes on Queimada Grande are a unique species of pit viper, the golden lancehead Bothrops insularis. The lancehead genus of snakes is responsible for 90% of Brazilian snakebite-related fatalities. Golden lanceheads can grow to well over half a meter long, and they possess a powerful fast-acting venom that melts the flesh around their bites. Many migratory seabirds use Queimada Grande as a resting point enough to feed a remarkably dense snake population. The golden lancehead's potent venom evolved due to the need for the snake to quickly incapacitate and kill seabirds that land on the island's trees before they are able to fly away. On an island ecosystem occupied by hundreds of competitors, but no ground-level predators, the deadly venom of the golden lancehead maximizes its potential to feed and survive. Golden lanceheads are so dangerous that, with the exception of some scientific outfits, the Brazilian Navy has expressly forbidden anyone from landing on the island. An old Brazilian story suggests Ilha da Queimada Grande snake population is the direct consequence of some inventive pirates and their ploy to discourage people from finding their buried loot. However, the real reason for the island's unique population is somewhat less fantastical. Around 11,000 years ago, during a period known as the early Holocene, global sea levels rose by around 60 meters as a result of ice masses decaying and coastal ice streams breaking up. This rise caused Ilha da Queimada Grande to separate from mainland Brazil, which meant its snakes went down a different evolutionary path than their continental cousins. While there are no official records of a golden lancehead biting a human, locals in the coastal towns near Queimada Grande love to recount grisly tales of death on Snake Island. In one, a fisherman unwittingly wanders onto the island to pick bananas. Naturally, he is bitten. He manages to return to his boat, where he promptly succumbs to the snake's venom. He is found some time later on the boat deck in a great pool of blood. The other story is of the final lighthouse operator and his family. One night, a handful of snakes enter through a window and attack the man, his wife, and their 3 children. In a desperate gambit to escape, they flee towards their boat, but they are bitten by snakes on branches overhead. Marcelo Duarte, a biologist who has visited Snake Island over 20 times, says that the locals' claim of 1 to 5 snakes per square meter is an exaggeration, though perhaps not by much. 1 snake per square meter is more like it. Not that should ease one's mind. At 1 snake per meter, you're never more than 3 feet away from death. Presently, reaching the island legally requires the cooperation of the Brazilian Navy. A safer bet is to try to see snakes in mainland Brazil in captivity. To do this, you have 3 options. Golden lanceheads can legally be seen at the Butantan Institute in São Paulo in the Serpentarium, if one asks politely. The Instituto Butantan is located in a large outdoor park near the campus of the University of São Paulo, attracting more than 300,000 people annually, and is one of the main sites of the city of São Paulo. The institute is world-renowned for its collection of venomous snakes, including its 407 varieties of pit viper, rattlesnake, elapids, cobras, mamba, and colubrid species, as well as lizards, including venomous species such as the Gila monster. spiders, scorpions, and amphibians such as poison dart frogs. Alternatively, you could head to the Sao Paulo Zoo, where in the snake house you will find an enclosure that contains 5 adult lanceheads. Your final option is to head to the Zoologico Municipal Quinzinho de Barros in Sorocaba City, state of Sao Paulo, where you can see a very special golden lancehead snake that lives happily in the reptile house. So, if you ever find yourself stranded on Snake Island, your best bet is to avoid the forests and stay on the rocky shore, where you're unlikely to bump into a golden lancehead. If you venture into the forest, watch out for vipers overhead and on the ground. Edible plants and animals are limited, but you could eat one of the snakes if you can catch it. Just be sure to remove the head, where the venom glands are located, before you tuck in. If you suffer a golden lancehead bite, you'll need to get medical attention very quickly. The venom can kill in under an hour. Although only around 7% of people die. The island is patrolled by the Navy, so a speedy rescue isn't impossible.